Alright, what is up you guys? It's KatiaBulks. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my kitchen because we have something exciting to make with you guys. So yeah, you saw from the title and from the thumbnail, hoping that future me, you know, completed this mission. We're gonna be making a Yule log, Bûche De Noël. Bûche De Noël? However you pronounce it in French. I'm sorry, I ain't French, so I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. But anyways, I am taking this recipe from Tasty. I googled so many and I decided I'm just gonna veganize one of the recipes. So we're gonna quickly jump right into it. I'm gonna go through the ingredients and also explain how I'm gonna be veganizing it. So luckily this doesn't require butter, but I mean, you can just use vegan butter. But the main thing I came across was the eggs. Going through the ingredients, it calls for 8 eggs, in which usually they're separated, in which that means you separate the yolks from the whites. So in this case, you can't separate an egg replacer. So instead, I'm gonna be using Bob's Red Mill egg replacer. It gives me the proportions of what an egg yolk would be. So I created, well, I portioned out what 8 egg yolks would be via using the egg replacer, and then we're gonna, for the egg whites, be using aquafaba. So the equivalent of 8 egg whites comes out to 1 cup of aquafaba, the liquid from the can of garbanzo beans. So I've got that here as well. So you're also gonna need some all-purpose flour, some cocoa powder, because this is gonna be a chocolate Yule log. Then we're gonna need some super fine salt. It's just granulated salt, but then, you know, she was on America's Next Top Model 1 and now she's super fine, so it just helps with the blending when we're making the meringue part with the egg whites, whatever. Some vegetable oil, cornstarch, cream of tartar, a little bit of milk. We're gonna be using some almond milk for that, and then of course there's gonna be the portion in which we make like the buttercream, the ganache, all that stuff. So yeah, I've been studying this recipe like no other, so we're gonna get started with it anyways. What is even the first step? Okay, first step. So, alright, so we're gonna be making the chocolate sponge cake. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Let's go preheat it. In a large bowl, whisk together the egg yolks with 3 tablespoons of sugar until the sugar is dissolved. 1, 2, 3. Alright, next we're going to add in the milk, the vegetable oil, and the vanilla until smooth. And then after that we add in the powder stuff, so the flour, cocoa powder, and cornstarch, and then whisk that all together. In here I got all the dry ingredients already pre-sifted, just to make it easier on myself. Should have grabbed a bigger bowl, so I'm going to do the rest by hand. Okay, so now we are finished with that portion of the ingredients, and next we're going to do the aquafaba, the whipping of the egg whites. And so I've got my 1 cup over here. I'm going to put the whisk attachment on my hand mixer and start mixing that, and then about like 2 minutes in, when it's fluffy, I'll add the cream of tartar. Alright, it's gotten a little bit frothy now, so I'm going to go ahead and add a cream of tartar. Don't make a mess. I made a mess. Okay, she's getting nice and whipped up right here. Look at that. Alright, toss in the sugar. Okay, you guys, 1 eternity later, Oh my gosh, that took so long. Anyways, yeah. So here she is, the nice whipped up aqua faba, and now finally I can fold that into our chocolatey mixture that we have over here before we put it obviously into the pan, and into the oven she goes. Okay, y'all just saw that, right? Well, at least now I can taste test this. Tastes good. Ooh, so exciting. It's Christmas. Oh my god. We're gonna need a bigger bowl.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Alright, I'm gonna do this as carefully as I can, and I'll catch you guys in like another eternity later when we're ready to actually put this in the oven. Alright, so I want to be really careful not to overmix this because I worked all that time just to make those egg whites fluffy, so we're gonna go ahead and pour this on the sheets. Lord have mercy, pray for me. Ooh, girl. Ooh, shoot. She good. Oh, damn. Alright, so now we're going to pop this in the oven that has been preheating at 350. And it's going to go in, it says, for like 12 to 15 minutes. So let's say 13 minutes. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Set timer for 13 minutes.
13 minutes. Counting down.
Okay, so while that is in the oven baking, we do have to get started on like the filling for it. So I wanted to do the original recipe of the chocolate hazelnut buttercream. However, there's a friend in the group in which I'm going to take this Yule log to who's allergic to hazelnuts, and so I want to be friendly to them so that they can hopefully enjoy this as well. And so we're gonna opt for more of a vanilla buttercream kind of thing, except it's gonna be like a whipped style, so I'm gonna actually be using some cocoa whips. So I'm gonna clean myself a bowl so that we can get started on that. All right, so next we're gonna make the filling for the cake that is baking in there, and oh, okay, 11 more steps to get to my goal. Hold on. Got it. Okay, anyways, so yeah, we are going to be making like a vanilla whipped buttercream kind of thing. So we're going to be using a cocoa whip because I bought this stuff for pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving and might as well use it in this recipe as well. So it's going to require like about a cup of this. We're going to use a little bit of sugar, vanilla, pinch of salt, maybe add a little liqueur of some type. Yeah, we can do something like that. I'll think about it. But anyways, I'm gonna get started with that and put in a cup of this stuff right here. So I'll measure that out by grams because I don't feel like getting out a measuring cup, so. Woo. Yeah, this one's perfect. So 96 grams of this I need. Come on, just a little more. Well, we might need a little extra to fill the cake. Alright, I'll be honest. Whereas I was following the first part to the T, this part I'm kind of winging it because I'm just going to pull my knowledge together as what I've known for baking and making kind of buttercreams, whipped creams, that kind of stuff. And we're going to come up with something a little different. So yeah, we got the cocoa whip right here. Got some powdered sugar. I may need a stabilizer of some cornstarch. We'll see how it does once I add the confectioner sugar. And then we may add a little bit of Kahlua. Alright, I'm going to be slow with this part, just adding it like tablespoons at a time. We'll start with just 3 tablespoons of the confectioner sugar, powdered sugar, confectioner sugar, potato. It's not coming out how I was hoping. So we are gonna mix this and make it kind of like a buttercream as well. So I'm gonna grab a stick of butter and we're gonna add that to this. All right, got some butter, nice and softened. Ooh, cake, heck yes. I'm gonna do like a little prick test real quick before I take it out in case I need to leave it a little longer. So I'm gonna get a toothpick. Ooh, baby, don't you know that it's hot? Oh, it's hot! Okay. She's still a little soft, so she's not ready. Just hold on a few more minutes. We're gonna put it on for like 2 more minutes. Holy balls! Okay, so back to the show. Anyways, I'm gonna make the buttercream. I'm gonna put this in for just like 2 more minutes while we continue this. Alright, I am liking the consistency a lot more, so I am gonna go more the buttercream route and we're gonna add in more sugar. Alright, so since this amount of sugar is definitely gonna make it kind of thick, I'm gonna add in Kahlua, but the timer's gone off, so we gotta pull out the cake. Oh my gosh! Yo, we made a sponge cake! Alright, I'm gonna cool that down a bit before we do the whole like roly-poly thing with it. Hold on a second, let's just do this real quick. Alright, I'm gonna add a little Kahlua, so if you're under 21, I'm sorry, but you can't do this step. Or you can burn it off and then pour it in, but I'm gonna just add a little bit. That looks like enough. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Needs a little more Kahlua, but I'm gonna put this over to the side because I want to start the roly-poly kind of like situation that you do with one of these kind of Swiss roll cakes. So, going crazy, it's a mess. I'm okay, I'm okay. Okay, so let's see if I can do this well. So I'm gonna take this baby, we're gonna put this on top of it, and we're gonna put this on top of it, flip it. Okay. Okay. I did it! You guys, I freaking did it! Oh. Oops, got a little stuck over there. Oh. Okay. Now, because obviously this is a roll cake, I'm gonna roll it with the towel and so that we can create the form. So once it kind of cools down and it's ready for the buttercream, it'll already be kind of pre-shaped. I don't know the word. I can't speak, yo. English is not my first language. I don't have a first language. Just sarcasm. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yo! This is awesome! Okay, roly-poly time. Oh my god, please, oh my god. It works so... Oh, it's toasty, alright. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. Alright, we got a nice roll. I don't know what to do with this now. I'm gonna put this on the cooling rack. And to kind of expedite the shipping, just kidding, the cooling down, I'm gonna pop it in the fridge for a little bit since we're almost done with the buttercream. All right, so back to the buttercream. I mean, could use a little bit more, so I am gonna add more sugar, a little more Kahlua, make it a little more boozy. All right, so a tad bit more Kahlua. Ooh, maybe that was a little too much. So we'll just add a little more powdered sugar. At this point, well, what is Katia even doing? Alright, so that seems done-ish. So this is gonna fall over and I'm gonna get so upset. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna do this by hand a little bit just to get the edges of it and just see how I feel about the consistency. Yeah, she feels good. She feels good. Look at this. Maybe a little thicker. Yeah, a little thicker. I don't know, maybe I'll add another little butter. I'll add half a stick of butter now. Alright, so half a stick of butter. More sugar. Okay, I think the buttercream, frosting, filling, whatever you want to call it at this point, is completo. Oh yeah, well that looks really nice. Oh wow, that looks really good. Okie dokie. I'm gonna pull out I'm gonna check the temperature of the cake, see if it's ready to put the buttercream on. Cause then after that we have to top it with a chocolate ganache. I'm okay, I'm not over my head with this. Alright, to make the cooling go faster, I popped it in the freezer for a bit. Still kind of warm, but let's see how it is looking when I roll it out. Ooh. Oh yeah, it definitely is soft. Still very warm. Okay, back into the freezer we go. Alright, so while that continues to cool down, I am going to kind of get started with at least the chocolate ganache with the ingredients that go into that. So with that, we're going to have 12 ounces of bittersweet chocolate, 1 1/4 cup of heavy cream. I'm going to make a heavy cream, I'm going to use a plant-based milk, 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of, whatever milk I have, and then a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of my vegan butter, and that's going to create like a heavy cream. And then within that, we're also going to add a little bit of Kahlua. So I'm going to put that in a bowl, and then that's going to go into the microwave. Alright, so for the chocolate ganache, we've got the bittersweet chocolate chips right here. I have the milk with some of the butter in the microwave. It just heated up, so we gotta add it. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna heat this actually up a little bit longer, just so it's all melted together. Alright, so this mixture is nice and warm. I'm gonna just add it straight on top of the chocolate chips, and then I'm gonna mix it with this little whisk guy right here until it's all well combined, and it helps, start to melt down as your chocolate. And then, depending on the consistency, maybe I'll add a little bit of Kahlua. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, we'll see. Alright, so the chocolate ganache is in the fridge to set, and then while that is setting, we are going to take care of the cake because I just pulled it out of the freezer and it is nice and cooled down. Alright, so pulling this guy over. Let's see, how do I do this now that we've... Uh-oh, don't be stuck to the towel. Let's go this direction. Okay, that was the most stressful thing ever. Okay, but that's done. Roll it back out, and then time to fill it, and then roll it up. Ooh, oh man, gotta be so gentle. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this actually I think turned out to be just the right amount of buttercream frosting. Pretty stoked about this actually, really stoked. So that it's nice and thick. And if it oozes out the side, that is okay, because we're gonna like trim it up, make it look nice, all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's do this, the second rolling. Oh my gosh. Okay, it is really soft and falling apart. This is nothing like I expected. Oh my gosh, that is the saddest log I've ever created. I've never created this before, so you know what? It's gonna be a weeping willow because she's so sad. Okay, anyways, so we're gonna plate this somehow. Okay, because then once I got it on there, then we could do the whole like diagonal cut, make it look fancy thing. Oh my gosh, this is, oh my gosh. Oh, she's heavy. She's heavy. Alright, she's ready for New Year's resolution weight loss goals. Oh, baby! Oh my gosh. Is this a chimichanga or is this a Yule log? Like, definitely gotten flat. That's okay. I think that's because the sponge cake wasn't thick enough. Just because of the size of the pan I used. Whatever. She's still gonna taste delicious. So, I'm gonna just trim the sides. Also so I can taste test it with y'all. Let's grab a little bit of it. So, this is my little bit of it. Voila! She's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yo. Oh man, it doesn't even need the ganache. So, my pathetic, sad-looking little log right here. She's a little flat, like I told you. Weeping willow. We're gonna top her off with the ganache. Spruce it up a bit, and I'll catch you when I'm done with that. Okay, guys. So, even though she was looking like a weeping willow, oops, sorry, I got my tripod here. I'm kind of happy of how it turned out. So I put the ganache on top, the chocolate ganache, and then I stuck it in the freezer to help it set a little bit, and then I did like a little fork design to kind of make it more longish, and then powdered sugar, and voila! Yo, I ain't too mad about this. Like, she's kind of cute. She's kind of cute. She's got style. She's got flair. I mean, tastes hella good. Let me tell you that. And then I've got these adorable little gingerbread houses that I'm gonna put on top as well, or at least around them. See? Look at these little dudes. How cute is that? And I could just like prop them around it. I don't know. Finesse. But anyways, oh my gosh, there is my Yule log. It came out actually kind of okay. She ain't like nice and perky log. She's a weeping willow. It's okay. It's Christmas. You know, it's the thought. It's the flavor that counts. So I'm pretty stoked about this. Do I recommend you trying it? No, this was hella hard and this was hella frustrating, and I'm already late to a little event with my friends. So I've got to get going, and you probably are like, wow, Katia, that was quite an attempt. Why did I like spend all this time watching this video? Because you love me and you want to support me, so go ahead and subscribe, like this video. And yeah, if you want to see me attempt to make something else again, let me know. Otherwise, cakes. It's gonna be a while till I do another cake. I'm gonna stick to cookies for now. But anyways, I love you all. I hope you all are happy, healthy, and yeah, go eat some chocolate. You deserve it. I will catch you in the next video. See ya.